It's Father's Day today, and I'm especially thinking of those I love who have lost their dads this past year. You're on my mind. For me, it's been 43 years since I lost my dad. And there's one of my favorite quotes by a favorite author, Frederick Buechner, who says something like this: the sadness was, I'd lost a father I never fully found, for those of us who lose fathers early. It's like a tune that ends before you've heard it. A tune that ends before you've heard it out. Your whole life through, you search to catch the strain and seek the face you've lost in strangers' faces. So Father's Day, thinking about parents, thinking about fathers, thinking about mothers. And we've all got father issues and mother issues and parental issues, I think. And there comes a point in our lives where we have to work through all that stuff and come to peace with it. When I think about fathers, especially, I'm thinking about, when we think about God, there's no earthly comparison to what God's love is like. There's nothing we can see here in our human experience that everything pales in comparison to what this everlasting, eternal, unconditional, incredible love of God is. So we search for images here, and we look to our parents, and then we have distorted images with our parents. And the secret is, I think, in our relationship with God, is to overcome our distorted images that we may have of our parents and learn to see and accept that God is love. And again, this pales in comparison to the perfect father or the perfect mother. Get rid of our distorted images so that we can come to know that love. There's a story told by Brennan Manning many years ago about a Catholic priest named Edward Farrell. And he went to Ireland to celebrate his uncle's 80th birthday. Uncle Seamus was turning 80 years old. And on the morning of his birthday, Edward got up with his uncle early before sunrise, and they went out to Lake Killarney. And they watched the sunrise come up, and they basked in the beauty of this sunrise. And all of a sudden, Edward turns to his uncle, and his uncle starts hopping and jumping and skipping down the road, 80 years old. And Edward catches up with him, and he says, "Uncle Seamus, why are you so happy?" And he looks at his nephew and he says, "My father is very fond of me." Now, I wish I could say that in an Irish brogue, but I love that story. Living in the Father's smile. My Father is very fond of me. And I think that's the secret for us to get to in our Christian lives, is to come to know this loving Father. Psalm 103, verses 13 to 14. As a father has compassion on his children, so God has compassion on us. For he knows how we are formed, and he remembers that we are dust. So we're searching for that powerful love that's greater than us, that helps us through this temporary life, huh? So one of the first principles, I think, in terms of living a life where we are practicing the end of fear is simply this: have faith in him who is your Father. And there's one worship song, I think, that gets that right. So many of them don't, I think. But it's by Chris Tomlin, and I'll end with the words to his chorus, because it comes down to good theology and good identity in that theology. Like a good, good father. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I am loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. May you come to know that truth. May it help you overcome your fear. This faith in a Father who's for us, remembers that we are dust, and loves us passionately. So until next time, may you live all the days of your life